Be there now.
Mm. Mm.
Tell me what's happening.
I see sandstone.
Sandstone. Okay. Okay. Just expand your awareness. Mentally look out through your eyes. Just expand the scene or pull away so you could see everything very clearly.
I see a throne. I'm a slave, but there's prestigiousness in this.
Mm.
I'm serving, and in that I feel prestigious, and there's a sense of freedom, and yet I'm chained. I am taken care of. I experience luxury, and it feels like Egypt, something around that era.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it feels like I'm serving. It feels like I'm using my oracle for the wrong forces because I have
Mm-hmm.
no choice. I have
Mm-hmm.
no other choice to use the wisdom. Either that or I would have been killed.
Okay.
So I became an oracle for Tut.
Mm-hmm. And do you sense that you are a male or a female?
Female.
Hmm. And where are you chained?
They own me. He owns me.
Mm-hmm.
He owns me. If I'd leave, he'd kill me.
Okay.
So I tell myself this story that I'm free and that I'm happy. And I find pleasure in this darkness. I indulge in this darkness. I participate. It's an obsession. I'm obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm. Can we see who it is that you're talking about? You see the
It's Tut.
throne. Mm-hmm.
I see him.
What does he look like?
His long, long beard. No hair. He's beautiful. He's enticing. So enticing. It's not his power. It's the power of his oracles.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't hold power. He can't access his own power because he gave away himself to the darkness. But he's enticing.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are honey colored. So enticing.
Mm-hmm. How do you serve him?
By informing him,
Okay.
by gifting him my feminine wisdom, by helping him with decisions, strategic decisions,
Mm-hmm.
by giving him my body, by bathing him, by serving him. I'm his favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just leave that scene and let's move to an important day in this lifetime that you are looking at. Your mind will choose an important day that you need to see today for your best learning and understanding. We're moving there now. 3, 2, 1. Be there now.
I'm taken. I'm abandoning my family. I'm abandoning my family. They found me. I was somehow special. I had special abilities. So they took me away from my mother.
How old were you?
9.
9. Mm. How does that make you feel?
I didn't want to leave. I was
Mm-hmm.
in fear. I wish no one would have known. I wish I could have stayed with my mother.
Mm-hmm. And what are your special gifts, you say? Why
I
did
can
they want you?
communicate. I was able to communicate freely. Everyone has this ability, but I could see through, hear through, feel through the veil. And I had these pronounced gifts of just knowing. So I would tell people what they needed to hear,
Mm.
and someone told them about this. Some the ruling family, the royal family, and I was taken. And either I give my life to the royal family in servitude and service to the royal family, or I would have been killed.
I see. Mm-hmm. All right. What happens next when they take you? What do they do with you?
It's like they groom me. It's almost like I'm initiated into priesthood, but they
Mm-hmm.
groom you. They groom you so you service. They groom you so you don't use your power against the royal family.
Mm-hmm. What does grooming look like in those days?
You learn how to serve man.
Mm-hmm.
You learn how to be a seductress. You learn how to be the perfect seductress, the perfect almost wife. And it's all about the man on the throne and being of service.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to the first time that you actually see the king. I want you to just describe what that was like for you. Let's move to that time where you. Mhm.
It's like he was enchanted, obsessed by me. Everyone told me how ruthless he was. And when he saw me, he was in awe.
Mhm.
And I felt fed by it. I felt powerful.
Okay. Does he speak to you?
Yes, he does. He's very respectful.
How does that make you feel?
Very special.
Okay.
Someone told him I would come. He was prepared for me. He knows I'm special. So he treats me with a certain kind of respect, and I enjoy it very much.
You do. What happens next?
It's an unspoken contract, an unspoken agreement. He knows he has the power to kill me if he wanted to. And yet he knows that he needs me and my special way of seeing to rule and to lead. So there is an unspoken agreement of almost a business agreement. And yet there is a lot of his obsession. There's so much magnetism. It's almost all encompassing. A lot.
Okay. Very good. Tell me about the space. I know that you mentioned there's a throne, but if you can look around and describe the actual room and space that you're in, what does it look like?
Oh, it has technology. It is we're able to exist multidimensionally. So on a what we would call third dimension, on the densest level, it looks like stone, it looks like sandstone, it looks like what we would describe as Egypt. But since we're able to access all of our multidimensional aspects at once, we don't actually see the sandstone. It's almost like light. I see light. I see it's like a holographic environment. White light. A pyramid of white light.
Okay.
And it's just a brief moment.
Okay.
We can jump in and out of this timeline.
Have you ever done that? Jumped through it?
Yes.
Can you share what happens?
I'm back at the council. Looking back, zooming out, it's a lifetime I once lived. I'm able to access it. At this point, everything happens so much faster. We don't have to play out a whole life.
Are you standing before the council or are you part of the council?
Looks like I'm part of the council. I'm sitting down.
Okay. Who else is there?
36. 36 of us.
36. That's a lot.
Yes. The original archetypes all represented. They're original archetypes. And it's almost each and every one holds specific codes.
Okay.
That are needed. And we watch how these original archetypes play out in the physical. And all of us can access them, and then we each embody a specific archetype more than another, but we can access all of them in the here and now.
And which archetype are you?
Aphrodite comes through.
Mm-hmm.
Aphrodite comes through, and her specific codes. That's what I'm moving through right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I'm healing right now.
Mm.